What about marine phytoplankton? I mean, this is the work of Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau essentially was the guy who brought to the world the knowledge that the entire ecosystem of the world is dependent on marine phytoplankton. That they are really the producers of oxygen in the atmosphere. They produce sulfur in the rain that then goes around the planet and gets into the trees and creates the pliability and the flexibility of all the plants and trees in the world. They are the producers of the proteins that feed the most incredible animals in this world, which is very likely the whales. You know, the whales produce the biggest nervous system in the world of any organism, and yet their food is just this small, tiny little microorganism or microalgae called marine phytoplankton. And that the oils that create the nervous system, the omega-3 fatty acids, the DHA, the EPA, these are found in marine phytoplankton first. So the cod liver oil that comes way down the chain, where did it get its omega-3 fatty acids in its liver from? It got it from marine phytoplankton. Where does the whale get all its essential fatty acids from? It gets it from the marine phytoplankton. It is food. It is the very meaning of food. Now, a bunch of scientists got together and thought, well, okay, this all makes sense. Why don't we just start feeding people marine phytoplankton? In fact, let's find the best phytoplankton for human consumption. And started experimenting with bringing marine phytoplankton into human consumption. And here's what was found. Marine phytoplankton is very likely the most nutritious food in the world for anybody, including us. It contains every known mineral in it. Everything that's needed to support life is present in marine phytoplankton. It contains the essential fatty acids. It contains all amino acids. It's a complete protein source. It is probably the richest source of chlorophyll going. I mean, it's the basis of all chlorophyll. What's going on in those oceans? That plankton's converting through the sunlight hitting that ocean. It's converting it into sugars, also present in marine phytoplankton. There's another thing that's very powerful here, and that is marine phytoplankton contains ATP and GDP and ADP and all of the nucleotides that are actually the energy currencies of our cells. When we eat something, we don't just go like, okay, this protein, fat, carbohydrate is suddenly just energy. No, it actually has to go all the way down, broken down to the cellular level, and then each cell has to go, okay, I have to take that protein, that carbohydrate, that fat, and I have to convert it into ATP. I have to change it into an energy currency that we understand at the cellular level. Well, that energy currency is already present in marine phytoplankton. Therefore, here's the effect. You take in the marine phytoplankton and you have instant energy. Your body doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't have to do a currency exchange. So the effect of that is you have instant energy and no stimulation. That's ridiculously powerful. It means that you can have an upping of energy at the cellular level through every cell in your body, but you don't have any stimulation, meaning there's no crash later. We have been so programmed in the past to believe that if we have an up, then we have to have a down. That's a bunch of garbage. That's exactly true if you're eating like chemicals and cardboard, soggy cardboard or whatever. I don't even know what people are eating anymore. I think some kind of cross between chemicals, soggy cardboard, and some kind of factory farmed, hormone-laden, cancerous growth of some sort. That's pretty much like dinner. And once you're off that, it's like you can actually get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And it just keeps going and going and going. And there is no down because it's not a drug. It's actually a food. Marine phytoplankton to me represents probably the biggest innovation in the superfood field in the last 10 years because it's something that if we wipe out marine phytoplankton out of the ocean, that we've wiped, all life is gone. So it will never be gone. If life is here, marine phytoplankton will be in that ocean. There's more marine phytoplankton producing oxygen than all the trees on the earth combined, times about 10. So all the force of the world, the amount of oxygen that they're producing is somewhere around 10% of the oxygen in the atmosphere. The rest of it comes from marine phytoplankton. We can't actually fish it out. It is food. It's the food of the earth. And therefore, that's probably going to be one of the bigger waves of the future.